Hello, Linked HR. I'm Dr. Cris Wildermuth, your community chair. This week I had already recorded something that I wanted to share with you, something about leadership and meaningfulness and becoming a meaningful leader. And those topics are still very important, and I will be bringing them up to you. But in light of the grief that we are all experiencing over what happened this weekend in El Paso, Texas, and in Dayton, Ohio, I felt that whatever I had recorded doesn't make sense anymore. So instead, I wanted to bring you something else to think about. And I'm turning to an author whom I very much admire. Her name is Dr. Margaret Wheatley. In fact, there is an interview that I ran with Dr. Wheatley several years ago, still for Linked HR, that I'm going to make available to you. One of the recommendations that Dr. Wheatley makes is that we create what she calls islands of sane behavior. And what she means by islands of sane behavior are places within our organizations, within our reach, in our teams, where people can thrive, where people can trust each other. I'm looking to the exact words she used in her interview. She referred to an island of sane behavior as a place that brings the best of people's capacity, that allows for strong, trusting relationships. And that place would be within your own sphere of influence. So my question to you today, as leaders, as HR professionals, as people who care about not only the well-being of your employees in your organization, but also your families and the world we live in, what can you do to create your own island of sane behavior? What can you do within your organization to work against hatred and white supremacy and discrimination and the kinds of vicious behaviors that we're seeing against one another? I'm going to end today with this statement from yet another book that she published a couple of years ago, I think. It's called Who Do You Choose to Be? Facing Reality, Claiming Leadership, Restoring Sanity. I have actually just bought the book, and I'm looking forward to reading it and bringing to you. Hopefully I'll have the chance to talk to Dr. Wheatley again. But there's one particular statement in that book right in the beginning that I thought was relevant. She said that somehow we don't need so much global leaders, but local leaders, people who locally can create those islands of sane behavior. And she stated, let's use whatever power and influence we have, working with whatever resources are already available, mobilizing the people who are with us. So I have a question and a challenge, and that is, how can you use the power and the influence that you have, working with the resources that you have available, mobilizing the people whom you lead and who work with you, and perhaps the people who lead you, to create islands of sane behavior in your organization? Thank you. Happy learning. And most importantly, at a time like this, happy leading.